Hello and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network, and we are taking a look on what is happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. Over the weekend, Kuda Tagwirei was at the precab farm, and he managed to parade some associates, some people who are believed to be part and parcel of Zigananda. Interestingly, he said something which is very important and worrying mostly to the generals. Let us take a look.
Chiwenga company knows fossil contracting. Saka pese pamunoona pachigadzwa nemaroads ndiye uyu ndiye Chigananda manje yakona company yake ndio inogadzira maroads. Ane company imwe zvakare inoita cement inonzi Yaka Kaya. Umwe wacho asipo panapa ndiane Yaka. Uyu ane Kaya cement yaimbonziyo chi Lafarge. Chigananda ichi. Ndokubura kuti ndimbocorrecta something. Ati ndisa correct. Ina handidi kupa credit yaisiri yangu. Handitori zvinhu zvisiri zvangu. Uyu ndindakamukudza kuti aite business kubva achitanga. Asi handizini ndakavaka Mbare Musika. Mbare Musika iyi yakavakwa iye ndiye akaita uyu. Ende ari kuita kune nzvimbo dzakasiyana siyana. Saka pane zvimwe zvatisingatauri because uyu ari pamasanctions. Akaiswa pamasanctions nokuti mufana wangu. Saka vanhu vanofunga kuti zvinhu zvake ndezvangu, ndezvake. But wakakaura uri pamasanctions.
So one of the most interesting things which we need to note is that Kuda repeated the word Chigananda several times. He said, Ichi Chigananda, Ichi Chigananda, Ichi Chigananda. And VP Chiwenga started with this issue of Zigananda. And he used the words Ubvanzu Vanzu, Kujika kwe mumi. And somebody is coming to own up to Zigananda. He clearly stated that this one is Chigananda, and he clearly said that he created him. So he says he owns the businesses, but he created him. That is something which is very important. What it means is, to those who analyze situations and who understand what is happening politically, the precab meetings, this is a message to VP Chiwenga to say, whatever you say about us using the words Zigananda, we are not going back. That is the message. And the second message is that we are coming for you. We are coming after you. And they are serious about this. So when you see all the 2030 moves being made, the 2030 moves are being made by people like Kuda Tagwirei, Auxilia, and the sons. So what it means is, these people, they are very serious. These people, they are determined, organized, and they are ready to do whatever it takes to make sure that they take out VP Chiwenga, because he is the stumbling block. So between now and the years coming, their agenda is to take out VP Chiwenga either way. It's either he goes to the National Heroes Acre, it's either he goes into exile, it's either whatever happens. This is what these people are determined to do. And when you see VP Chiwenga going, he's not going alone. Because their agenda is not to keep the old guard, these old generals. Their agenda is not to keep them there. Their agenda is to make sure that they wipe out all these military generals. Together, they go together. Saka, when you look at Kuva from PV, VP Chiwenga, you go to this current ZNA general, you go to people like Sanyatwe, all of them, they will have to leave. Which means you are going to have a new general, a very young general. That is their plan. So they are having a very, very, very long-term plan where they are looking at Kuda and say, okay, if Kuda can bear the torch, can take over from Emerson, he's going to be there for this period. then they will be preparing for either the children of ED or the immediate family to also take over, and they will be part and parcel of whatever which is coming because they are already there. So it's up to the generals, it's up to VP Chiwenga to actually understand things as they are. The biggest question is, why is he not moving? Another question is, why is he so slow? Does he have a plan? No one knows. So this is what is happening. The mention of Zigananda several times by Kuda, the mentioning of sanctions by Kuda, the mentioning of the Mbare Musika project by Kuda, the Kaya Cement whatsoever, it's a sign of telling that we control this. Kuda is telling them that I created all this, which means I control the cement sector, I control the transport sector, I control the fuel sector, I control the agricultural sector. What are they doing? They are also moving into rural areas and in farms, taking over those places. For example, Mwenezi. For example, if you go to Chipinge, there are also areas which are being attacked. You go to around the Ngundu area, Tukumkosi Dam area, there are areas which are being attacked, which they are taking over. They don't care who is there. Their mission is to make sure that they move everybody out. If possible, those people need to be put into clusters or compounds so that they will become farm workers. This is their idea, which means they want to control everything. So they want to control the retail, the banking sector. They have control over all those areas, and they want to have full grip on land. That is the reason why they are bringing this land tenure bogus thing. So as citizens, no one is safe, including the generals themselves. They are not safe. The biggest question is, will the generals move? So we are watching to see what is going to happen. But let me tell you, in as much as Emerson, Chiwenga, and Mohadi appear to be united, the pot is boiling, and very, very soon it will spill over. So thank you very much, Freedom, for coming. I says, in short, all projects and businesses are this property. Yes, that is what he was telling the whole nation, that these people, everything, it belongs to them. So despite the sanctions whatsoever, they are simply telling everybody that they are in charge, they are in control, including the general has been told so. My sister Petronella, thank you very much for coming as well, and for the contribution. A very good evening. So, Team Zimbabwe, we need to be proactive. We need to be united. When you look at this banner which is on the screen, the question is, why is his face bigger than that of Emerson? We used to see Emerson coming as the face of everything. Then other associates would then come on the background. But this time around, it's Kuda on the top of everything else, which means this is a succession battle which is now being fought. And probably General Chiwenga and the military generals, if they are not careful, if they are not ready for the West, they're going to be taken out by surprise. But however, other people believe that General Chiwenga does have a plan. We'll wait to see what is going to happen. But remember, the timelines of those guys in the fortresses are coming very, very, very near to an end. And they had projected from June, July to have completed everything. But with the last date being November, if they fail between June and July. So we'll be watching to see whatever which they're going to do, and we will see what is going to strengthen them and to make them continue to be where they are. Sitole, thank you very much for coming. Says Nyikayananga Kurugare. Okay, I'm not so sure how. Glod says we need to act together now. No political differences anymore. So, personally, I don't have a problem with people working together, but definitely not with ZANU-PF people. ZANU-PF must totally go. We need a new system. We need new people with new ideas. Look at Mnangagwa, the continuation of Mugabe. He's grabbing land from villagers, leaving them homeless. And, they're actually taking land which has been cleared. They take the people, they put them in another place temporarily so that they clear land again and they'll come and reclaim that land. It's not fair. That is not how you do things. At in the same bracket, they will be compensating white farmers. And you ask questions: who is more important than the other, a black man or a white man? So, in as much as they would do evil things back home, they would try then to maintain a better international image. And that is the reason why we say ZANU-PF will continue with its legacy of humiliating the people, oppressing the people, undermining the people, and it will continue. So everyone else need change, and the time to unite is now. But let us unite under a new banner, a new person, and a different political trajectory.